I'm going to be going over Unit 1, Lesson 1, Section 3, Exercise 5 for Henle. The instructions say to, number 1, say it in English, and number 2, diagram sentences 1, 4, and 10. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to just do exercises 1, 4, and 10. So number 1 has Maria orat. If you see these little dots above the word, I put those ahead of time so I could make sure I'm accenting the correct part of the word. I'm still working on that myself. So we have Maria orat. So Maria, here's our stem, Marie, or Marie, and we have our ending a. So the short a is only found in the nominative singular. So that makes that really simple to know that Maria is nominative singular, acting as the subject of the sentence. And then we have orat. And orat is a verb. So we're going to look at this ending, see that it ends in a singular T, which makes that singular. So the sentence is Maria orat, which is Mary prays. And to diagram this sentence, very simple, we have just a subject and a verb. We're going to put our subject on the first line, Mary, and then on the second line we're going to put the word praise. You could also diagram this in the Latin if you prefer, and you could put Maria or Maria and orat. Either way is fine, they don't really specify. So next up, we're going to try number 4. And number 4 says nautai non orant. So we see nautai. Nautai has the ending, well, here's the stem N-A-U-T, and we have the ending A-E. So A-E, as we know, appears 3 times in the first declension. So it could be genitive singular, or it could be dative singular, or nominative plural. So they've mostly taught you how to use nominative so far, so you wouldn't really know how to use these other two, but we're just going to show you what it would be like as you go further on. You don't want to get out of the habit of finding all the ways it can be used. You don't want to just assume, because later on it doesn't become quite as obvious. So we want to give ourselves all the options. And then we have the word non, which is an adverb, and the adverb stands directly before the word it modifies. So non is modifying the word orant, and orant has the ending nt, which makes it plural. So if orant is referring back here to nautai, nominative plural, we see that the verb and the subject both agree. They're both plural, so that makes nautai. Sailors do not pray. So to diagram, we're going to just keep it Latin for now. N-A-U-T-A-E for nautai. And then we're going to have pray, O-R-A-N-T. And in the Henle text, it has you put non right here as a modifier. So for me, we do classical conversations, and that would be confusing learning a new way, because we've already learned one way of diagramming. So I'm going to do it the way I've learned, and I'm going to put it on a slanted line. And you're going to find this, there are discrepancies between the Henle and the classical conversations way of diagramming, and it's okay to just use the way that you already know, because the purpose of diagramming is to understand the jobs that a word is doing in a sentence, and you could do that just as well using classical conversations diagramming, Henle diagramming, or any other form. So I'm going to go ahead and use the form that I am familiar with. So up next, we have number 10. And number 10 says non orat. So non, we know, is our adverb, standing directly before the word it modifies, which is our verb, ending in just a T, which makes this singular. So to diagram, this is not pray. Well, where's our subject? There is no subject written out in a word, right? But we do know from our verb, because our verb gives us our subject. Our verb is saying he, she, or it does not pray. And when you are not given, whether it's a female or a male or an it in the context of the sentence or the paragraph, we go ahead and assume it's a he. So we're going to put over here in our verb, orat. I'm going to use non the way I'm used to. Non. And over here is our implied he. So he does not pray.